Welcome everybody to the miniature machining workshop. I'm in the process of making a little brass shell here on the lathe where I'm pointing for the purposes of connecting this propeller adapter to this electric motor here. The shaft of the motor has pretty much exactly 3 millimeters in diameter, and the bore of this adapter has 3.17 millimeters. So basically that's 0.17 millimeters in diameter larger than the shaft, which makes it quite tricky, because essentially that means that the wall thickness of this shell is somewhere around about 0.08 millimeters, so 0.08 of a millimeter. For the purpose, I've ground a special boring tool here. I actually used an old 1.5 millimeter drill, which I first ground and subsequently I super glued it into this piece of 4 millimeter round bar. The shell was turned out of an 8 millimeter piece of brass. The reason for that was just because that's what I had. I didn't have any smaller diameters. So I first turned the outside diameter, and then I drilled a 2.5 millimeter hole with a lathe tailstock, and thereafter I started turning it to diameter. So at the moment the diameter is just slightly less than the actual shaft here. It's starting to bite, and I'm hoping that if I heat this with my heat gun that it will expand enough that I can push the motor shaft in there. Let's have a look what happens. This is always important that one is patient enough here to heat it properly, because of course one only has one chance. If one gets stuck halfway through, then it's a real nightmare. So I'm just going to have to heat this fairly decently. Right, let's try. Yeah, we were lucky. So we're on now, there. And that basically just means I need to cut it off over here still, and then deburr the edges, and we should be good to go then. Thank you very much for watching.